that time of year again in Central Florida.
My friends have a joke that says, "Come full of passengers."
Looks like Aquatica's getting in on the nighttime glow parties. Might be something to take a look at. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Main Street Fire Rescue. It's a beautiful, warm end of May day here at Seaworld Orlando. I decided to come out this morning. One, it's going to be hot as H again today. I'll tell you what, man, we kicked our summer into high gear early on. And I tell you, I know it's been catching people by surprise. I see a lot of comments in social media and that about how we've always come in this time of year. It's never been like this. Well, welcome to Central Florida. Welcome to Florida. This is how it is, man. It comes and goes. Now, it's supposed to cool down a little bit, but I think we're in this for the long haul, which means if you live here or visiting here and later in the summer, like August, September, October, be on the lookout. Hurricane season could be a little rough this year, as this is going to warm the Atlantic up very quickly. Anyway, I came out today because I wanted to check out Penguin Trek. There's been some rumors and some social media postings about how the land is open, Antarctica is open, and some of the, basically all the new shops, everything is open with the exception of the ride. I've heard the ride has been testing though, so we're going to check that out. We'll see if we can find some testing going on. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. And then we'll walk around the new Penguin Trek area, the new Antarctica. It's, from what it looks like, it's new and improved. It looks fantastic. So again, welcome everybody. We're gonna have an awesome morning out here. Without wasting any more time, let's get our ass in gear. Let's go check out the new Antarctica area and the construction updates on Penguin Trek. Main Street Fire Rescue's now in service. So we're going to enter in down by the side where you can enter in on both sides, but I want to go down to where Journey of Atlantis is, kind of do a 360 around the track layout. Just see if maybe we catch a little testing this morning. We shall see. It'll be nice when these walls come down. It is so strange though that just even a year ago this was all heavy foliage. You couldn't see through here. This is gonna be a nice little bank turnaround right here. That's gonna, we probably feel a G or two on this one. So we're starting out. This is Journey to Atlantis here. On my left, cracking straight ahead, we're going to enter into Antarctica. And the building that we could see under construction the last time is this right here, Glacial Supply. And I bet that's an offshoot from the other one if it's still in here. It's called Glacial Collections. Let's see. We'll go in here on the way out. So basically we'll take a tour all the way through and then we'll come back. Wow, this whole place got a complete refresh with the paint. Oh yeah, Glacial Collections is still there. That's one of the original shops back when this first opened as Antarctica. I'm hoping that at nighttime they've upgraded the lights, because when this place first opened, the whole land used to shimmer. It was really neat. So hopefully they fixed that. You can see where the clear tops are and all that had lights in it, and they used to, yeah, shimmer is the best word I can think of. And the penguin exhibit is back open. So let's take a look before it gets too busy. So it looks like here on the right side, this will be the actual attraction entrance right here. This side here is the actual exhibit entrance. There's gonna be two separate entrances, kind of like how it was before. But yeah, you can tell that's going to be a big queue area. Yes. Can't wait to go through those doors one of these days soon. Oh man, so this is kind of how it used to be. A lot of upgrades though. Oh, and it's ice cold in here. It feels great. this is the original area where we'd come in and learn about the story and the adventures of Puck the penguin. See what they've done differently. All good? Oh, wow. All right. Hello. Oh, it's not. It is icy in here. Wow.
Make sure you brace yourself for the cold.
Ooh, it does. It feels like we're in Antarctica. It is cold in here. I'm going to guess the penguins are on the other side of that door. It says air temperature 32 degrees, 10 degrees Celsius.
Come over the penguin. Come on in.
All right. Thank you. Oh, and there's the work walls right here. It's hard to see, but this is probably more than likely going to be the exit of Penguin Trek right through here. At least I'm guessing. Who knows? But it sure looks like these walls could come down at some point. Oh, okay, so if all of you are wondering why is it so dark in here, one of the really neat details that I got while I used to work here, because during your training, they take you through all of the exhibits, all the attractions, everything, and tell you a little bit about everything. This is a full, obviously, climate-controlled environment. It's 32 degrees in here right now. They can make it snow, and they also, as you can see, can regulate and change. They can also change the time of day, which this is on a 24-hour cycle, so this lighting changes just as if it were to be in Antarctica. And they do that, obviously, so it keeps the penguins in their natural habitat. You can tell right now it's either late sunset or could be sunrise. But if you stayed in here long enough, you would see it get brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it would look like regular daylight, and then we'd go back into the sunset and the nighttime again. So it's really neat, the technology they've put in here to help keep the penguins in their natural habitat. So how this used to work is the old ride would exit out right through here. This was the exit of Empire of the Penguin. And you'd come off the ride, and you'd go right in to the exhibit, because obviously these barriers weren't here, so you just come out and then you'd go right here to where the penguins are. So what I'm guessing is either A, that's a new wall and that's permanent, and they're going to exit off of this ride somewhere else, or that is going to be the actual exit, and those walls will come down at some point. Time will tell. One of the fun facts is, if you want to be a diver here at SeaWorld, especially with the animal habitats, is, at least they were doing it when I worked here, because we used to do the standbys for their diver tests. When you're going through your pre-employment process, you have to basically do a swim and a dive in each one of the animal tanks. And each one of these is extremely deep. It doesn't look like it from here, but I think the orca tank is the deepest at almost 48 to 50 feet. But the average of these, this one, the beluga whales, some of the dolphin tanks, all that, are right around 30 to 40 feet deep each. So these are very deep tanks. And so what they have to do is the divers have to get in the water. Obviously with this, it's 32 degrees in here, so this water is probably 33 degrees-ish. Otherwise, if it was any less, it'd freeze. So it's probably right at 32, 33 degrees. So they have to go in, get in the water, go all the way down, retrieve a brick, and bring it back up. Because what they'll do is the divers will get in the water to do tank maintenance and maintenance on the habitat. It has to be done when these parks are open 24 or basically 365 days a year. This has to be maintained often. And so every now and then, if you catch it right, you'll see a diver in the water cleaning the tanks. It would be pretty interesting to be in the tank with these guys. Now, if anybody watching this works here at SeaWorld or any SeaWorld park as a diver, let me know if what I'm saying is still accurate or if it's changed. I'd be curious. Let's take a little walk this way. another view from the other way, which we came in at. So basically, we came in. Oh, sorry. We came in from the doors behind this wall. We came all the way down and around, and so we're looking back on the way we came in. Pretty cool exhibit, I will say that. This is one of the more in-depth, more detailed penguin exhibits I've ever seen. And then the exit is still the normal exit to the underwater viewing area. The one big difference is the revolving door is gone. They took that giant revolving door out, so they replaced it with 2 sliders. The one thing I will say, though, that I can see becoming very confusing, like I said, this is where they took out the revolving door here. They've replaced it with sliding doors, but because of the environment and all that, for one door to open, the other one has to close. Okay, so if you see that one opens, now these people are going to walk in, but now they have to wait for that door to close for this one to open. It's very similar to this door. This is how we would get in. When I worked here as a medic, we would use these doors, and the same thing. You had to let this door close for the other one to unlock. And so, see, that one will close, now that one opens. I can see that getting very confusing on busy days, and people starting to pile up, because if somebody doesn't stand still and they're still within the viewing, or if they're still within the laser light view of that back door, they'll cause that door to open up, and then this one will not open. I mean, people have a hard time following directions in a parking lot, so it could get complex. I'm just wondering if SeaWorld might do something different, or if they'll keep that. I'll be curious. The revolving door was cool because it just basically kept moving at a very slow pace, but they obviously went with that. Now, hopefully thinking it's a higher capacity, we shall see. And this right here, for the longest time, was the only way you could view the penguins. Right through here. And then while we're in here, we'll go downstairs and check out the underwater viewing area. But it is nice, though. If you're going to be here before the ride opens, take advantage of this, because it is nice and quiet in here, and it's very relaxing, to be honest with you. Because I know that once everything opens up, it ain't going to be like that for long. As I was saying earlier, when we were looking at this from above the water, you can see exactly how deep these tanks are. I mean, you can see where the water level is way up there, and where we're at here, where the floor level is, there's still another probably, I'm guessing, 5 or 7 feet below us yet. And I'm 6'1", and you can see I'm nowhere near the surface of this water. So yeah, this is every bit of at least 30 plus feet. But it gives them lots of room to swim around and be penguins. All right, just like before, just want the camera roll, and holy crap, we actually caught it. Did you see the lights come on? So it's transitioning into daytime now. How cool we caught that. So if we go back in there, it's going to be daylight. Pretty neat, huh? So like I was saying before, we just want the camera roll a little bit, capture some of this wonderful music, and just watch the penguins for a minute.
Sometimes the world seems vast and unknown. I see it wild as the wind blows. Standing together, we're never alone. One world, one family.
door is going to confuse so many people. So we'll go over to this window real quick, see the difference between just a few minutes ago. So once again, this is the exit area for Penguin Trek, and now we will do as we always do in the theme parks. We will exit through the gift shop. See if we got any Penguin Trek merch just yet. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, they got Puck the Penguins. They got mini Pucks too. Still got a lot of 60th. That's kind of a neat, almost military-esque style sweatshirt. That's kind of cool. Game on. Pew, pew, pew. So far, I don't see any Penguin Trek stuff yet. So I would be willing to bet then there'll be a special area for it when it does come out. Oh. Hold on. Aha. $32. Jeez. Why? Cool shirt, but dang, SeaWorld. That's a cool hat too. Well, this is past member merch. Aha. Okay. All right. Well, here we are. That was a pretty cool gift shop there. That is the new Glacial Supply. So we'll check over here. We'll go back into Glacial Collections. See what else we can find. Next item of business is find a Penguin Trek pin. That's cool. SeaWorld 60th. That's kind of a neat pin. Oh my gosh, it's a gumball machine. How about that, huh? Oh, it's got the manatee behind there. Check that out. That's pretty freaking cool. Even has the little, put the coin in and spin it. That's a pretty neat pin, man, I gotta say. Also thought it would be nice, like we're doing now, take advantage of this area before this ride opens, because I promise you, once this attraction does open, it's going to be very busy in here. Let's see what other upgrades we can find. So this is going to be the actual ride entrance. So this is the Penguin exhibit entry. So apparently, all right, so I had this backwards when I did this before. When I stand back, you can see here, it says general queue, quick queue over there. We actually went through the quick queue entry. This is the Penguin exhibit entry once it opens. They actually put Penguin Trek. This is on the old sign of Empire of the Penguin. And the Empire of the Penguin sign is gone now, which I believe it was up there. I think it was up there. So yeah, if you just want to do the exhibit without doing the roller coaster, right through there once this thing officially opens. And I will say, this has received a very nice upgrade. They've opened this up completely. I want to say there were more of these in through here. So they took all this out, opened this up, and put up some shading. Yeah, this is very nice, because you used to not be able to see any of this back through here. They added up the South Pole Sips. That's brand new. The Expedition Cafe, at least the exterior hasn't changed. Let's just take a look inside and see if anything's different. It does smell good in here. Yeah, a little bit. It looks nice. Looks real nice. Oh, check this out. Penguin feet. The other thing I pointed out too, that if it's crowded you don't notice it as much, but look at the ground. Now this has been here like this for quite a while, but the ground looks like we're standing on land right here, and then there's the water with the broken ice. It's very, very good theming. It looks like we've got a mobile order pickup too. Yeah. And this looks like got some TLC over here. I call this the Penguin Wall. One interesting thing about when I used to work here, I would always walk through this area because even during summertime, with the way the ice and all that, it always felt a little cooler here. I don't know, it's kind of mental stimulation or something, plus the music. Also nighttime was fantastic to walk through here, so I'm looking forward to seeing this at night. But anyway, every time I would walk through here, there was always a sign about right here, big sign. It says, do not climb, stay off, don't climb, you know, big words. I walked through here, there was a family here with at least 4 kids, and the mother and the father were just standing there, literally next to the sign, while the kids were climbing all over this thing. And what were they doing? Taking photos. So I calmly walked up, I grabbed the sign, and I spun the sign around, and I did one of those, and got their attention. And as they looked at me, I just turned and pointed to the sign. I just tapped the sign. And then I said, what are you doing? And they got down. But it's just like, there's literally a sign there that says, do not climb. And they're all over it. I guarantee if that sign said, please climb on this, nobody'd be on it. But anyway, back to the attraction. I love what they did with the ice. The ice has been dressed up. It's not sun faded anymore. It looks brand new. This whole area just looks amazing. It's got some lights up there, so it looks like this. I'm guessing this area is going to glow like a light to deepish blue at night, which I can't wait for that. That'll be really cool looking. And then here we are coming out the other side of Antarctica. This has been dressed up very nicely. The landscaping is on point here. And check out the track. Like this thing looks great. Wow. So as it sits, you're gonna shoot out of the building here, up and around and into the course, and then when you're on your way back, you're gonna come up and around through this bank, and then this is the brake run right here, and then you'll exit the outside track back into the building again. We'll walk over there and check it out. This is also a great view as you walk out of the land towards the coaster. Like, you can see the white track. It's featured in various areas. As you're looking around, it looks like the way it meshes with the surroundings, it blends in with the ice and that, and it looks like this thing is all around you, like it's coming in and out of the ice caps. It was very well done. What I think is cool is you're gonna be able to stand like right under this thing as it launches up the hill and comes in on the brake run. Like, this thing literally goes all around the pathway. See, like right there, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Straight ahead. It literally looks like that curve section is coming right out of the ice. And so when this thing's running, it's gonna look like it's diving over and around, through and underneath the ice. Very cool. Yeah, you can get pretty dang close. Look at this, man. Any roller coaster nerds out here like me? Yeah, this is stuff to geek out on right here. There's all of the, you can see the green little cubes standing up or sticking up above the track. Those are all your sensors. So that once the coaster train passes that, it tells the computer that that block is clear and that the next train is good to enter into that area. Yeah, it's pretty cool how that stuff works. And then right through here, looks like there's going to be a side entrance into the building. And I think what's taken a little longer with this attraction versus like Pipeline. Pipeline was pretty much build an outdoor roller coaster and, you know, kind of theme an outdoor station. It looks like a beach house, done. This one's a little bit longer because there's a lot of interior work that had to be done. Basically, they had to strip out the old ride completely and redo the interior. And there's all the theming that goes with it. So you can see a little bit through here. Obviously not going to get too close, but you can see right through there. It looked like some work's being done. And I'm just wondering if this is going to be like a roll-up door or not, or if this is going to be themed at all. I mean, they got scaffolding around it. There's people working, so I'm just curious as to how they're going to have this enter into the building. Oh, okay, so there definitely will not be testing today because that piece of foam right there on the track. Well, at least there won't be testing right now. They've got scaffolding over the coaster track, so they're definitely not going to send trains out. So my guess would be nighttime, probably a good time to catch testing, at least for now. And then once they get all the interior work done, they'll probably run this thing non-stop. But it's hard to see from here, but you can see how the track out here is white. Underneath that foam piece, I'm guessing that's foam, as you go into the building, the track turns black. So it blends in with the surroundings. Yeah, this is a fantastic project, man. And then this is the new walkway, or handicap walkway out of Sea Lion and Otter Stadium here. So this whole area is reopened again. If you remember, there was work walls all through here. And for the longest time, you used to be able to not even get through this point. You had to go all the way around by Kraken. And here, I can't tell for sure, but this wall that's painted go away green, which is Disney's terms, I think that's new. Because that's part of, I'm guessing maybe the Penguin building? Maybe? The run up there above it is the older version of the building. But yeah, it's interesting though, if you're here in person, that green literally, your eyes miss it if you're not looking for it, because it's literally the same color of those trees and the bushes and everything, and it just pulls your eyes right past it. There's the flamingos. Oh, that felt good. Wow, that felt amazing. The other thing that SeaWorld has added, they have the shoulder pets like Disney does. That's pretty neat. So they have the animal here, and then the magnet is right back here. So you put that under your shirt, and then you stick the animal above your shirt, and it holds onto your shoulder or wherever you want to place it. That's pretty neat. Well, that was fun. Got to see some pretty cool stuff today. We're gonna head back to the car. We'll talk about it when we get in the car. Well, everybody, that was a good time, yeah? It was fun walking around there. I always like seeing new things, you know, or when lands have been redone, new projects. It always makes it exciting. I will say this, though. I'm gonna call SeaWorld out on this a little bit. You all do a great job when it comes to attractions, experiences, animal shows, the way you care for the animals. All of that, hands down, is absolutely top notch. Your prices on your food leaves a lot to be desired. And I understand, you know, you got to get what you can. And with the increased cost of employment, which, you know, having to pay employees more and inflation and all this stuff, I get it. But I'm using this as an example. When a cup of Italian ice that's a little smaller than this can right here is $8.75, and a hamburger, like just a hamburger and fries, is almost $14. I mean, and that's on the cheaper end. So if you think about it, Italian ice is, for a family of 4, you're over $40 for just some Italian ice. Dippin' Dots are almost $9 to $10. You know, I mean, damn, guys. And the other thing that I find interesting that's been added, this has been on for a while now, but on every purchase, there's a 5% surcharge added to everything. Everything. So whatever you buy at SeaWorld, it's not one time you buy something and then it's good all day. Every time you purchase something, there's an extra 5% surcharge added onto that. Again, I know we're trying to recoup stuff, but we're 4 years past the big shutdown and people have been traveling in record numbers. So it's kind of hard to go with the excuse of, oh, we're trying to recoup. Shit's been recuperated, okay? I get that. You know, or you can't use that excuse anymore. Shit's been recuperated. Now, the other side of it, I understand. You got to pay your people more, especially in the competitive theme park market. You know, you get Disney paying bus drivers and housekeepers 20 to 25 bucks an hour and security people. You know, meanwhile, you come over to SeaWorld and it's probably like 15 or 16, and then Universal is in the 20s as well, if I'm not mistaken. So it's very competitive. But my best advice to anybody coming to SeaWorld, and again, I keep seeing it more and more and more on Facebook and social media, is budget, 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 because people don't have a lot of extra money to be going on vacation. But one thing we've learned throughout history is anytime there's an economic slowdown, people will do whatever they can to take a vacation, even if it means going into more debt. As much as they don't want to do it, they'll figure out a way to do it. You know, entertainment, when entertainment goes, then you know shit's really bad, because again, people will do whatever they can to take a vacation. My best advice is if SeaWorld is in one of your days, one, eat a good meal before you get here, okay? Bring a water bottle with you that you can fill. If there's stations in the park, you can fill it. If you need to eat lunch or anything, take a break from the park, go back to your resort, back to your hotel, one of the local restaurants around here even, or even you can drive down the street to Disney Springs. But honestly, go back to your resort, take a break. Get something to eat, come back at night. If you're going to make a purchase, whatever it is you're buying, okay, and usually it's souvenirs and stuff like that, whatever it is you're going to buy it in one store, in one big swoop. And I know that's not always possible because of how things are scattered around the park. But if you can make your most expensive purchases in one place at the end of the day, you're going to save yourself some money, because that 5% surcharge is only going to be added once or maybe twice if you have to get something from somewhere else. For like example, you know, the Penguin Trek stuff, right now the only way you can find that is at the exit of the Penguin Trek ride. You know, so, and obviously that's done for a reason. But if you can avoid it at all, limit your purchasing to maybe 2 big purchases, and that will save you money throughout the day. Because, you know, when you're buying something that's $5, $6, $7, 5% isn't that big a deal. When you're spending $20, $30, $40 and more, that 5% adds up, and that's extra money that is just to the park. That's just extra money, you know. And granted, again, it's hard to like not see the value of it, because we're getting really cool attractions like Penguin Trek, and rumor is they're working on the Wild Arctic building next, which we definitely need an indoor attraction badly. So, you know, they are investing in the parks, which I love that. But from the consumer standpoint and from the point of saving money at SeaWorld, now you don't have this at the other parks. So at SeaWorld, if whatever you're going to buy, limit it to 1 or 2 big purchases, and that's it. And then as far as your eating and all that, I would eat outside the park, because you will drop, for a family of 4, you will easily drop 50 to 70 bucks, no problem, on a basic meal that you can pretty much get anywhere around here or at your hotel or resort. All right, hope that helped you. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Thank you all again for all your support. Like and subscribe. Let's get it going, man. Let's shove it up the algorithm's ass. Let's keep going. We're moving slowly but surely, but we're moving. We're on the march to 500. Next one is 1,000. Thank you all again for your support. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Anything you want to see, put it in the comments below. I got lots more construction videos coming up. I've got another project I'm heading to after this. So if you see me and I'm in the same clothes, I'm doing 2 projects today. So the next one I think you'll like too. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And before we sign off, thank you to all our armed forces, military, firefighters, police, EMS, first responders, anybody that works in healthcare. Thank you all for what you do. From a fellow first responder to all of you, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. We couldn't do it without you. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Main Street Fire Rescue is out of service. See ya.